tonight's varsity volleyball Prairie Conference matchup between the visiting Havana Lady Cops and your Macomb Bombers. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate senior night. It is my pleasure to welcome our first senior to the floor at this time, Miss Kimmy Adair. Escorted by Ty and Jill Adair. Kimmy plays for continuing education in volleyball and her volleyball career at Western University. And her favorite memory is leading the gym with her sisters Taylor and Jackie. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimmy Adair. Caitlin Robinson, escorted by her parents Ryan and Shauna Robinson. Caitlin plans to continue her academic softball career. She plans to study sports management or physical therapy. Her favorite volleyball memory is when she set Selby and she missed the ball but hit it over with her head and still got the kill. Caitlin Robinson. Allison Storza, escorted by her parents, Chris and Lori Storza. Allison comes to attend the Howard University and study communications. Her favorite volleyball memory was when they were in Joliet and thought someone was trying to steal us at 5 a.m., but it was just Hillary telling us there was a tornado. Allison Storza. Sarah Stuffleby, escorted by Chris and Julie Stuffleby. Sarah plans to attend college and was undecided on when she was ready. Her favorite volleyball memory includes when we were in Joliet walking through the McDonald's drive-thru to get ice cream, but when we got to the window, they said they can't serve us, so the seniors piled in Hillary's car to get the ice cream. Sarah Stuffleby. And our final senior, Allie Thorman, escorted by her parents, Rick and Terry Thorman. Allie plans to attend school in college and continue her volleyball career. She's undecided on what she will study. Her favorite volleyball memory was being motherly and sharing a hotel room at Joliet with Taylor and Ellie when they called me mommy throughout the hallways. Allie Thorman. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 senior class, congratulations to them.
All right, folks, not sure how much of that you can hear. Justice Keene doing the introductions for the varsity players, the seniors tonight. It's senior night here at the hangar at Washington Street Gym as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And the Bombers getting ready to come out as Justice Keene's getting them fired up a little bit here tonight. The Ducks are already on the floor. Got plenty of time here before we get ready to go. The officials have not met with captains yet. They're getting ready to do that as we speak. So we're going to be about 14 or 15 minutes before we get ready to go with the national anthem, everything else. So we'll step aside and we'll show, actually we're going to turn the mics down and let you watch pregame warm-up here And we'll come back in a few minutes and give you some stats from the JV contest, and we'll talk about the varsity contest as well here in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Well, as the Bombers finish up their warm-up session, 6 more minutes will go on the clock for the Havana Ducks. I told you we'd come back a little bit here and tell you how the fresh soft contest went. Freshmen 1 and 3 for the Bombers over the Ducks. JV match, sophomores, if you would, for the Bombers. Went 25-12, 25-12 Macomb. For the Ducks, Mercedes Bassett had 1 kill. Josie Hughes had 1 kill. Lily Snowden had 3 points and a kill. Katie Miller had 2 kills. Willa Towery had 2 points, and Aiden Towery had 1 point. Those, of course, are unofficial stats. For the Macomb High Bombers, a lot more checks in the stat column for the Bombers. Kylie Robinson had 3 points, including an ace. Maribel Quinn Nikak had a block. Quinn Rexroad had 3 service points, including 2 aces and 4 sports corner kills. Kelly Ladd had 6 service points and 4 sports corner kills, along with 1 block. Drew Creasy had 9 service points, including an ace. Jacqueline Adair was the star of the game. She had 10 service points, including 6 aces. She had 7 sports corner kills and a block. Catherine Lucanen had a point and a kill. And Madeline McClure was dominant up front. She was the reason why Jacqueline Adair got a lot of those 10 service points, as the 4 of them that came after that weren't aces were pretty much all sports corner kills by Madeline McClure. And McClure also had 3 blocks in the first game for the sophomore Bombers, as they get the win 25-12, 25-12 over the Havana Ducks. The Ducks now bring their varsity squad to do battle with the Bombers. We'll talk a little bit more about that game in just a few minutes. We'll go back to a little silence for a couple minutes, and we'll have the starting lineups and everything else in just a few seconds.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
And we are getting ready now for the national anthem, and there's the national anthem as we get ready to go with the starting lineups for the two teams now. Katie Robinson, that's a name if you've watched Havana through the years. Josie Hughes, who played in the Fresh Soft contest a few minutes ago. Jennifer Bonnet. Taryn Wickman. Riley Fletcher. Daisy Clare. Olivia Kane. So again, it's Katie Robinson, number 3, number 5, Josie Hughes, number 6, Jennifer Bonnet, number 10, Taryn Wickman, number 11, Riley Fletcher, number 20 is Daisy Clare, and number 26, Olivia Kane. One of those should be a libero, but they don't have a different colored jersey on, so I'm not real sure. Josie Hughes is out there as well. Josie Hughes is not starting, I don't think. Sarah Stufflebeam, one of the seniors, the starter. Katie Robinson, another senior, wearing number 3. Taylor Adair, a junior. Number 8, Quinn Rexroth. Allison Stortzum, the senior, number 11. Kennedy Adair, number 13, the senior. And Allie Thorman, the other senior, or another senior. So they're tossing out some mini volleyballs. Luckily, I didn't get hit because some young lady right in front of me saved me, folks. So I appreciate that greatly as we get ready to go here from the hangar at Washington Street Gym as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Macomb Bomber Volleyball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Tegan Perry is on camera. Tegan is experienced football-wise, still learning the game of volleyball a little bit, especially the camera operation of the said game. So bear with us tonight, but he is catching on very, very quickly. Tegan has been a huge help this fall with football and doing a little camera work for us now as well. So we're getting ready to go here. Varsity competition coming your way. Prairieland Conference matchup, in fact, as the Bombers host the Havana Ducks. Ducks will be a solid opponent on the volleyball floor, but they will be a even stronger opponent on the basketball floor, I would imagine, come November. Back to serve to start things off, the senior for the Bombers, number 1, Sarah Stufflebeam. Her serve is dug in the back row by Wickman. It's knocked across by number 28, Angel Clear, and it's a point for the Ducks. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, and that goes for either team, as we love to talk to people in the live chat. Stufflebeam sets to Taylor Adair, who hits it into the net. It's a point for the Ducks. As back serving is number 3, Katie Robinson. Bump set. Clear is going to send it across. Robinson. And the big kill for the Bombers. I put the wrong 3 at the top. Caitlin and KD. I thought maybe I shortened Caitlin's name. Caitlin Robinson back to serve as Adair got the sports corner kill. Robinson. Tipped across by Lukarinen. A sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. A side out for the Bombers. Or a point for the Bombers, excuse me. As Robinson gets the service point. Caitlin Robinson. Bump set by Fletcher. Blocked by Adair. And then Clear is going to get the overpass kill and a side out. Going back to serve, going to be number 6, Jennifer Bonnet. Ducks lead 3-2. Net serve, service air, side out to the Bombers. 3-3. Kennedy Adair going back to serve for the Bombers. Another one of the seniors looking to play Division I ball. Out of bounds, just a little deep. It's 4-3 Ducks. Joy Baker, thanks for joining us. Says congratulations, seniors, and go Bombers. Greatly appreciate you joining us. Into serve is Allison Tibbs for the Ducks, number 14. The lefty on the serve, and she serves it into the net. Taylor Adair going back to serve. Allie Thorman checking in for the Bombers. Taylor Adair from the service line. It's dug by Tibbs. On the attack was number 11, Riley Fletcher. But on the block is Thorman and Stortzum. Well, never mind. They gave it to, must have been in the net, as Fletcher gets the service point. (6-4). Bombers trail the Ducks. Fletcher's next serve. Lukarinen blocks. And the block on the far side by Wickman and Bonnet, I believe. Fletcher gets another point. 7-4, Fletcher. Stufflebeam. Robinson sets near side to Thorman. Down the line as sports corner kill for Allie Thorman. Side out to the Bombers. Quinn Rexroth going back to serve. Rexroth's serve is dug in the back row. On the attack, the hitting air was Katie Robinson. Service point goes to Rexroth. Bombers have closed it to 7-6. On the attack, big block by the Bombers. That was Clifton on the attack. That's an overpass. Robinson's going to push it across. set far side. Katie Robinson on the attack is blocked. It's dropped, pushed back up. Robinson, middle to Thorman. Doug. Middle it goes to Wickman, and she gets the kill. Bomber fans not real sure that was the right call. Coming in to serve as number 13, Clifton takes a seat. Number 26, Olivia Kane, I believe, coming in to serve. It is Olivia Kane. Robinson goes to get it. Stortsom with the attack. Going to be a back row attack coming now by Fletcher. Stufflebeam. Robinson slide to Thorman, and she hits it out of bounds. A hitting error gives another point to the Ducks. Olivia Kane gets the service point. And an ace is a little communication breakdown for the Bombers. As a couple players just olayed that, thought the other one was going to get it. And it's 10-6. The Ducks coming to play here in the varsity competition. Stufflebeam. Stortsom on the attack. It's Doug. Fletcher bump set outside. On attack is Robinson. Kennedy Adair with the dig. Stufflebeam. Stortsom again. Hits it in. Well, never mind. Hit it out, apparently. Point for the Ducks. And I try not to be a homer too often, but that looked pretty in from up here. But we will go with what the officials say, of course, and we'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to the hangar here at the Washington Street Gym. Dorothy Valillo, Love Bomber Volleyball, watching from Michigan tonight. You're welcome, Dorothy, and thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you watching from Michigan as the Ducks and the Bombers back on the floor here as the Bombers trail 10-7. And a service error. I had it 10-6, so I'll give them an extra point. So I added a point to the wrong team. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. Ellie Duncan in to serve. We'll try to get caught back up here. Wickman on the attack and off the block of Thorman and Kennedy Adair. A side out on the big-time slap by Taryn Wickman as she gets the kill, and she'll go back to serve now. Her team up 11-8. Good Havana Ducks athletic team here, and the Bombers, who have played a lot of good volleyball, now they get Kennedy Adair into the action, and Kennedy Adair gets a sports corner kill. Her second kill. And Sarah Stufflebeam going back to serve for the second time. Bombers have only 2 service points through their first rotation. Clear on the attack. Adair's there. Robinson back to Adair. On the drive, it's Doug. Robinson of the Ducks variety had the bump set there. Back to Adair it goes again. She's going to hit it right off of Kane. It's going to be a free ball sent across by Fletcher. Duncan's there. Robinson's going to set middle to Taylor Adair, and it's off the head of Wickman, who sets up laughing about it. But a kill for Taylor Adair. A sports corner kill, a point for Sarah Stufflebeam. And Wickman, I think, thought that might have been out, and in fact it might have been out, but she couldn't get out of the way quick enough. A service error results in a side out, 12-10. Going back to serve is going to be Katie Robeson, excuse me. Duncan on to Serve receive back to Taylor Adair. She drives it off of Robeson. Taylor Adair, a sports corner kill, her third. And now Caitlin Robinson going back to serve for the Bombers. Her team trails 12-11. Here in set number 1. Short serve. Robeson back set. Blocked and out of bounds by Adair. Bonnet is going to get the kill and a side out. Great block, but it's got to stay in bounds. Bonnet going to serve now. Deep. Duncan's there. Rexrow back to Kennedy Adair. Left-handed. Wickman's there. Pushed deep by Robeson. And Taylor Adair, cross court, gets the kill. The sports corner kill for the Bombers. Taylor Adair gets her second sports corner kill, and now Kennedy Adair back to serve for MHS. The senior plans to go to WIU on the serve. Wickman on the dig. Robeson sets to Clifton. Stortzum hangs in the air and gets the kill. Allison Stortzum gets the sports corner kill, and she seemed to hang there for a second, folks. As she jumped, and the set was a little longer getting there than she anticipated. We're knotted at 13. She had good power on it even after the hang, though. Adair's next serve as she picked up the service point right there. Set by Stuffelbeam. Stortzum on the attack. Dug by Wickman. Outside to Clifton. Dug by Stuffelbeam. Back set to Lukarinen. Blocked and into the net. It's a sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. And the Bombers have the lead, 14-13, for the first time tonight. The second sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. And the Bombers are up 14-13. That's deep. And a ball came out of the stands. And it was and Coach, Athletic Director Steve Horrell comes over and tells the students that they have to keep the little volleyballs in hand. So Kennedy Adair gets a get out of jail free card there, as that one was out of bounds, but the whistle brings it back. Clifton on the serve receive. Robeson's going to push it across. Stuffelbeam comes bump set to Stortzum. Stortzum on the attack, and it's deep and out. Tied at 14 now. Going back to serve will be number 14, Allison Tibbs. She's got one service point. As the gym has filled up, a great student section tonight for the Bombers. Robinson to Catherine Lukarinen. A sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. Her third. And the Bombers retake the lead, 15-14. Taylor Adair's serve is dug by Bonnet. Clifton's going to send it across, but she hits it out of bounds. A point for the Bombers. They lead by 2 for the first time tonight. Taylor Adair gets her first service point. 16-14. Not a whole lot of service points for either team. The defense has been good. Wickman. That was not Wickman. It was Bonnet, excuse me. Stortzum's going to push it down the net. Wickman sends that across, and they call that 4 hits. Adair gets another service point. Thorman and Stortzum were there for a block, but it never got to him. Adair's serve goes off of Bonnet. Be a free ball coming across by Katie Robertson. Allie Thorman sends a free ball across. Robertson's there again. Set by Bonnet. Fletcher on the attack. Robinson. Now Catherine Lukarinen. Tibbs is there. Robeson to Clifton, and she hits it out of bounds, down the line, and the Ducks thought it was touched. The referees thought it was not. It took a weird angle. I can see why they thought it was. I can't say whether it was or it wasn't, but it sure took a weird angle off Clifton after Clifton hit it. Tipped across by Fletcher. Stortzum sets to Lucanen, and she hits it down the line. Lucanen with another Sports Corner kill, and the Bombers have come to life. Taylor Adair gets her 4th service point. Catherine Lucanen gets her 4th Sports Corner kill. And we'll tell you this game being brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition. The weekly edition. Sorry about that, folks. Trying to work on a couple things here. As we're saying, the Community News Brief weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, or by email, or even by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm. You can reach them at 309-772-837-1200 or visit them online at State Farm MacOmbSF.com as the side out goes to the Ducks. Clifton got the kill unofficially. We'll give it to her. Wickman on the attack, dug by Lucanen and then tipped across by Allie Thorman. A Sports Corner kill for Allie Thorman. And it's 20-15. Quinn Rexroth going back to serve for MHS. This game was tied at 13-14 before the Bombers took control. We'll see if they can finish it out here. Rexroth's serve is dug by Bonnet. Robinson on the attack, blocked. Thorman was there. Now it's going to be Clifton pushing it across. Adair's there. Middle to Allie Thorman. Off the block and down it goes. A Sports Corner kill for the senior, Allie Thorman. Give her 3 Sports Corner kills. And Rexroth gets the 2nd service point of the set. And it's 21-15. And that's going to have a chance to get across. It will not. 22. Not an ace for Rexroth, as a couple people got arms on it, even though they couldn't do anything with it. Rexroth serving again. Her team 3 points away from a set win. More trouble. And this time Stortzum on the overpass gets the Sports Corner kill. And it's 23-15. Fletcher sets to Robeson. She tips it across. Stortzum's there. Rexroth to Stortzum. And Allison Stortzum gets her 3rd Sports Corner kill of the set. And it's set point Bombers. Rexroth unofficially 5 service points. Wickman on the attack, and she'll get the kill. Taryn Wickman gets her 2nd kill. She prevents the set win. It's 24-16, and going back to serve will be number 26, Olivia Kane, for the Ducks. So you have to roll off 8 straight to keep the Bombers from getting a win here. Robinson to Thorman, and it's going to be a setting error and a point for the Ducks. Olivia Kane has got 4 service points. She's shown the ability to serve well here. See if she can roll off enough for the Ducks. Stufflebeam. Robinson. Stortzum on the Sports Corner kill, and that's how set number 1 will end. On an Allison Stortzum Sports Corner kill, she's got 4 in set number 1, and the Bombers have spread it around very, very nicely. 25-17. Bombers win set number 1. We'll take a short break and be back here with set number 2 from the hangar as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bombers Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to the hangar at Washington Street Gym as the Bombers win set number 1, 25-17, as you can see on the screen. This game being brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, or by email or by text. You choose how you do business with Tom Conklin State Farm Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. And Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while you're enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salads, sandwiches, homemade desserts, Blue Bunny ice cream, and they have a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day, and they offer free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling, since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. They have 80 years of car sales experience. With Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit them at www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell, and might add 2021 to the mix as well, and quite likely it'll be 2022 again also. Can't thank MDH enough for all that they do here with TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As we get ready to go with set number 2, Bombers win set number 1, 25-17, and they won it going away. They trailed by 4 or 5 early in the set. In fact, they were down 13-11, I believe, when they tied it at 13, took a lead 14-13, then it was tied at 14. A passing error, and we start off set number 2 with a point for the Ducks. That's deep. Duncan is there. Robinson, Kennedy Adair off the block. Wickman blocked. Adair digs it out of the net. Duncan bump set to Adair off of Olivia Kane. Bump set by Robeson, pushed across by Clear. Back set to Thorman, excuse me. Now that was an attack by Riley Fletcher. She got her first kill. And it's 2-0 Ducks. As Katie Robinson has 3 service points now. That time she serves it into the net. Bombers get their first point on a service there by the Ducks, and going back to serve the libero, number 1, Sarah Stuffelbeam. Stuffelbeam serve deep. Wickman's there. Robeson sets to Clear, and she finds a hole in the Bomber defense. She'll get the kill. Angel Clear gets her second kill, and going back to serve, going to be number 6, Jennifer Bonnet. And she serves it into the net. Back-to-back service errors for the Ducks. And Caitlin Robinson going back to serve now for the Bombers. Short, Clifton's there. Back set to Clear. Robinson, excuse me. Adair from the deep. Robeson with the dig. Clifton's going to send a free ball across. Stuffelbeam going to come near side to Adair, and she drives it home. When you give that girl anywhere near a decent set, folks, the Sports Corner kills are going to come like gravy on mashed potatoes. It's crazy. They just drop just past the 10-foot line. It's tied 3-3. Clifton with the hit, and it fell down between the block of the Bombers, and Clifton's going to get the kill. Tibbs comes in, and she's going to get the ace on the let serve as Allison Tibbs gets her first service point and her first ace. If you watch many of our broadcasts, that let serve should not be allowed. Adair on the serve receive. Adair now on the attack. Robeson's there. It's going to be pushed across. It's going to come outside the foul pole. So it's going to be a side out to the Bombers, and Kennedy Adair is going to go back to serve. Allison Stortzum comes in. She's in there with Kennedy Allensworth and Taylor Adair in the front row. Tibbs hits that from deep out the back of the court, and we're knotted at 5. Adair's serve. That's deep and out as well. Wickman wanted a touch, did not get a touch. The Bombers take the lead. Kennedy Adair gets her second straight service point, 3 in total, and it's 6-5 Bombers. Adair's short serve, dug by Bonnet. Robeson's going to get it to Fletcher, who sends it across. Robeson middle to, nope, Stortzum's going to have to come get it as it set was not ideal. Clifton on the attack, and she mishit it. It went into the net, a hitting error, and the Bombers are going to lead 7-5, and Adair gets her fourth service point. Drops it, trying to drop it just over the net. Couldn't do it. It's a side out on the service error. 7-6. Going back to serve is going to be number 11, Riley Fletcher. Taylor Adair. Back to her from Robinson, and she's going to get the Sports Corner kill for Taylor Adair, her third. And the Bombers are going to lead 8-6. On the side out, Taylor Adair going back to serve. Low, hard serve. It's going to be an overpass, and it's going to be drove home. Coming over the top, though, as they said it was over. I believe they called Taylor Adair for going over the net. 8-7 on the side out. Olivia Kane in to serve. And an ace. And we're knotted at 8. Olivia Kane gets her 5th point, second ace. She has served very well for the Ducks. Kennedy Adair, back set to Allensworth, who's blocked. It's going to be a bump set. Comes near side to Bonnet. It's going to be a lift by Allie Thorman. as Bonnet's going to get the kill. Her second. 6-point for Kane. And the Ducks take the lead. 9-8. Free ball coming across. Wickman. Back to Wickman. It's blocked. I don't think that ever got over, but they called it did. So Robinson now is going to hit it off of Thorman. Robinson's going to get the kill as she abuses the block. And it's 10-8 Ducks. This has been their most successful rotation. Olivia Kane at the service line. Stortzum on the attack, dug by Fletcher. Now Bonnet's going to send it across and out as she tried to go cross court with it. 10-9 on the side outs. Quinn Rexroth in to serve for MHS with her team down by 1, 10-9. It's been tied at 3, 5, and 8. The Bombers took the lead 6-5. The Ducks took the lead 8-9-8. Now the Bombers have tied it back up at 10-10. Rexroth gets the service point, her 6th. Kane's there. Fletcher. Wickman. Stufflebeam with the dig. Robinson to Thorman. Off of Fletcher. It's way out of play, and nobody's going to get to that one. The Bombers take the lead 11-10 on the sports corner kill by Allie Thorman. Rexroth gets another service point. And it's 11-10 Bombers. Off the attack for Bonnet. And that time Stortzum with the attack. We'll give that to Stortzum. The Bombers take the 12-10 lead. Rexroth another service point. Unofficially 5 sports corner kills for Stortzum, and then a service error brings it back to a 1-point game, 12-11. Taryn Wickman going back to serve for the Ducks. Bombers lead 1-0, and they lead by 1 point here in set 2 at 12-11. Stortzum on the attack, and off the block of Bonnet. Allison Stortzum gets her 6th sports corner kill, and the Bombers back to a 2-point lead, 13-11. Ellie Duncan coming in to serve now. Duncan serve, a little jump serve. Kane is there. Fletcher sets near side to Robeson, and she finds the deep left corner. No coverage defensively for the Bombers there, and it's a 13-12 game now, and Robeson's going back to serve for the Ducks. Robeson gets her 2nd kill. Thorman on the sports corner kill as Allie Thorman gets her 5th. Back and forth we go here. 14-12. 3 minutes. Stufflebeam to serve. It's floats. Man, I think it just kept floating. Kane went to get it. Fletcher's going to have to send a free ball across. She does. Duncan's there. Near side it comes to Kennedy Adair, and she abuses the block that time of Claire. And Kennedy Adair gets her 5th sports corner kill. Stufflebeam gets the service point. It's 15-12. Olivia Kane struggles with the serve receive there. Stufflebeam's going to get the ace. And it's 16-12. It was about this stage in the last game. Actually, it was a couple points later, but the Bombers came to life and took control, trying to do it again here. Wickman to Bonnet, clear on the attack. Duncan goes down to get it. Stufflebeam out to Adair. Nice rally there for the Bombers. It's going to be pushed across by Robinson. Near side to Adair. She's going to tip it. Robinson's there again. Wickman's going to set to Clear. Clear is dug by Stufflebeam. Back set to Taylor Adair. She tracks it down, tips it across. Robinson pushes it across. Rexroth was there. Now Adair on the attack again, and she's going to get the sports corner kill. Kennedy Adair, with a little help from her friends, gets her 6th Sports Corner kill, and a timeout charged to the Ducks. We'll take a break as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to the hangar here at Washington Street Gym as the Bombers starting to take control a little bit here, as we've been tied at 3, 5, 8, and 10. The lead actually changed. The Bombers took the lead at 6-5. The Ducks took the lead at 9-8. And the Bombers retook the lead at 11-10. And they've outscored the Ducks 7-2 since tying it at 10 points apiece. Stufflebeam back to serve. Again, Kane struggles. Robeson sends it across. Duncan's there. Set to Adair, and again, she abuses the Ducks' block as they have 2 blockers there to block. But a Sports Corner kill for Kennedy Adair as she drives it off the arm of the Ducks' would-be blockers. She gets her 7th kill now. Stufflebeam, a short serve this time. Kane comes up to get it. Bonnet on the kill, and she gets it around the block of Adair that time. And Bonnet's going to get the kill for the Ducks to stop the bleeding, at least momentarily. That's her 3rd kill, and she'll go back to serve. Jennifer Bonnet, the serve. Duncan on the serve receive. Robinson back to Kennedy Adair. She tips it and outs. Tried to come cross court. Well, she did come across court, but the hitting air is going to send it out of bounds. First service point for Jennifer Bonnet, and it's 18-14. Ducks cut it to 4. Short serve. Duncan's there again. And that's going to turn into a point for the Ducks again. Bonnet gets her 2nd straight. And it's a 3-point game, 18-15. Rexroth, Robinson. Near side Taylor Adair. Off of Bonnet. It's an overpass. Duncan comes to get it. Robinson sets to Kennedy Adair. She's dug by Wickman. Claire now on the attack. It's blocked. Dug by Rexroth. Back to Kennedy Adair. She's going to drive that one home. A Sports Corner kill for Kennedy Adair. Gets the side out. Her 8th Sports Corner kill of the night. Caitlin Robinson back to serve now as Kennedy Allensworth checks in for the Bombers. And into the net it goes for Robinson. A service error brings it to 19-16. Allison Tibbs back to serve for the Ducks. Deep left. Adair's there. Taylor Adair went to get it. Kennedy Adair tried to send a free ball across. Didn't get it there. And it's another point on the passing error as Allison Tibbs gets her 2nd service point. It's 19-17. Ducks trying to claw back in. And that was just barely long. That was almost too close to let go if I'm a defender, but the Bombers had good judgment of it. Kennedy Adair going back to serve now with her team leading by 3, 20-17. They won set 1, 25-17. Bonnet struggles but gets the serve receive up. Wickman on the attack. Kennedy Adair's there. Robinson's going to come near side to Allison Stortzum. She's dug by Robeson, tipped across by Wickman, tipped across again by Whitman, and out of bounds. The hitting error makes it 21-17. Kennedy Adair gets the service point, her 5th. Bombers up 1-0, 4 points away from a 2-set victory. Kennedy Adair's serve to Bonnet. Robeson to Wickman, drives it off the block of Adair and Allensworth, and Taryn Wickman gets the kill. A side out for the Ducks. Going back to serve is going to be Riley Fletcher. There is all kinds of athletic talent on this Ducks squad. There is no doubt about that, as Fletcher's serve is dug by Kennedy Adair. Taylor Adair on the attack now, and she comes cross court out of bounds. And it's 21-19. Riley Fletcher gets the service point, and the Bombers are going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a few seconds.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back to the Washington Street Gym as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling is bringing Macomb Bomber Volleyball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The Bombers lead 21-19. The Ducks will not go away. A very scrappy, solid volleyball team from Havana. One of the best in the Prairie Land, there's no doubt about that. Tipped across by Caitlin Robinson. Her first sports corner kill, and a side out for the Bombers. 22-19. Served by Taylor Adair is an overpass. Robinson's going to come back row attack to Taylor Adair, or to Kennedy Adair, excuse me. Robison's blocked. Doug Clifton's going to send it across. Kennedy Adair's there. Robinson middle to Thorman. It's Doug. Thorman on the second ball attack. Fletcher sticks an arm out, and Allie Thorman is going to get the sports corner kill, her sixth. And the Bombers lead 23-19. Taylor Adair gets the service point. That's her fifth service point. Deep and out, a service error. Gives the serve back to the Ducks. Olivia Kane coming in to serve. She's got 7 service points tonight. She has been the best serve on the Ducks squad this evening, as far as success anyway. A lot of it has to do with the front row that they have going on right now when she's there. Allie Thorman gets the sports corner kill, her 7th, and it's match point Bombers. They lead 24-20 as Quinn Rexroth, with 8 service points of her own, is back to serve. Bombers trying to end this one right here. Tibbs. Fletcher bump set to Bonnet. She's going to push it across. Stortzum's there. Robinson's going to go to Stortzum. Deep and out. Not sure if that was supposed to be Thorman on a quick. Thorman went up for a quick, but it wasn't set to be a quick. Stortzum was there, but Wickman's going to serve now. Short, Stufflebeam. Robinson to Taylor, or to Allie Thorman, excuse me, and she hits it out. It's 24-22. Wickman gets the service point. That's her first of the match. Next serve. Stufflebeam rolls up on her. Robinson to Thorman, and it's out again. It's 24-23. Wickman gets another point. And Coach Rexroth wants another timeout, as she is less than impressed with possibly a couple things, but we won't talk about what those things might be. The Bombers lead 24-23, and the Ducks trying to claw back in. They've rolled off 2 straight service points after the side out. It was 24-20. They need one more to extend it. The Bombers could get a point here. It ends. Or to get a side out, I should say, it ends. Good student section here tonight for the Bombers. As big as one as we've seen all year here at the Washington Street Gym. Wickman's serve. It's a net serve, a service error, and that's how it ends, 25-23. And I'll tell you what, it was a good match fun to watch, and it's too bad one has to end like that because that's not how a good match should end, unfortunately. Taryn Wickman played a very good match for the Ducks, and it's too bad it had to end on a service error. The Bombers more offensive in this one. We'll talk about that as hopefully Coach Rexroth finds her way up here. But a good match here. It's the Bombers win 25-17, 25-23 on senior night at the Washington Street Gym. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with some stats here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And welcome back to the Washington Street Gym here at Macomb as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bombers sports tonight, specifically Bombers volleyball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Tegan Perry was on the camera tonight. Coach Sullivan up here hanging out. Referee Sullivan, as we're waiting on Coach Rexroth to hopefully find her way up here tonight. Tell you some stats. First for the Havana Ducks, Katie Robeson, 3 points and 2 kills. Jennifer Bonnet, 2 points, 3 kills and a block. Taryn Wickman, 2 points, 3 kills and a block. Riley Fletcher, 3 points and a kill. Keegan Clifton, 2 kills. Allison Tibbs, 2 points, including an ace. Olivia Kane, 7 points, including 2 aces. And Angel Clear, 2 kills. For the Bombers, Sarah Stufflebeam had 4 service points, including an ace. Caitlin Robinson had 1 kill. 1 sports corner kill. Taylor Adair had 5 service points and 3 sports corner kills. Catherine Lucanen had 4 sports corner kills. Quinn Rexroth had 8 service points. Allison Stortzum had 6 sports corner kills. Kennedy Adair had 5 service points and 8 sports corner kills. Allie Thorman had 7 sports corner kills for the Bombers. So the stats look a lot better for the Bombers. If you were looking at the stats, you probably think the Bombers won this one 25-12, 25-15 or something like that, maybe even 25-10, 25-12. But this Ducks squad is very athletic. They have some kids that can jump and some kids that can hit well, and they don't quit. They got some balls over on rallies that a lot of teams would not have. The Bombers made some errors. The Ducks took advantage, and it was a good contest throughout. Senior night here for the Bombers as well. So a lot of crowd here, both fans and students, all here watching the Bombers get the win tonight at the hangar at the Washington Street Gym. Let's see if we can get Coach Rexroth up here to talk to us. Maybe get one of the senior volleyball players to come up and talk. So I just sent Tegan down to Coach, see if he could find Coach Rexroth. Oh, they're down talking right now. I see the kids are getting an interview here on the – I'm going to shoot this here. It's not a I hope it's a real camera, but I don't know if we can shoot through the people here to see what's going on down here or not. There's a group of people standing right in the way, folks. Hey, guys. There's 4 people standing in the bleachers, and they're right exactly in the spot where I was wanting to tag it. As Tegan's down there now, we're going to get a view of what's going on down here. Well, I missed it because there was people standing in the way the entire time. I was trying to get an interview or a picture of you doing your interview down there, Coach, and there was 4 people still standing in the bleachers, and they were standing right in the way. I couldn't do it. But you could see the guys down there doing the post-game interview. I was going to see if any of the senior girls wanted to come up and talk.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see if any of them want to come up?
Sure. You want me to go get them?
Yeah, go grab them, and we can talk more when you get back. Okay. Coach Rexroth's going to go down and see if any of the senior girls want to come up and talk. But you can see down there doing the interviews now as they had all the stuff going on. Looks like one of the Ducks is over there being talked to as we speak. Is that Fletcher? Is that number 11 for Havana down there getting talked to? Oh, it is number 1. So I believe the kids from Macomb having a good time. The camera is the best part. That's a pretty fancy camera they got there. And the kids all dressed up. They have headsets, and they've got it going on down there. Got to give them some credit for that. I'd have let them come up here and do the game up here if they wanted to. Kennedy Adair is coming up here first, it looks like. Hey, Tegan, turn the camera around here, would you? Kennedy Adair, first time we've had you on this year. You had an okay game. That Duck squad is pretty solid, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty scrappy, but we took care of the ball in the end.
It looked like a few times. I've seen you guys do this a few times. Whenever you guys get in a struggling point, you're the person they come to, right? They look to you, and you had the one big kill that sticks in my mind is you hit one about 2 or 3 feet past the 10-foot line, and it kind of got you guys fired up. And it seems like that's the kind of stuff. Once you can get rolling, you guys are really good. Sometimes you struggle a smidge to get going, but once you get going, you're really tough.
Yes, absolutely. Once we get in a rhythm, once we get a good kill, we're on from then on out.
So, obviously, when people talk about Macomb, they talk about Kennedy Adair, and they know that you're going to go play somewhere. But you've got a lot of girls on this team that help you out a ton, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. We've got 4 other returning seniors. Allie's really big up there. We got our bro. She's really pushing for us. And our setter's really good. We've got big hitters, and I couldn't do it without this team.
Well, I know that people have watched you play and talk. We've talked about you a lot. What's your plan next year? Are you going to Western? Is that official yet?
I'm signing this November, and
Okay.
I'll play volleyball at Western. So.
Okay, so that's a team that's on the up, right? I mean, I from watching them, it feels like they're growing and getting a little better. So is that part of your thought process? Stay close to home and on a team that's improving, and hopefully you can help with that?
Yes, I think they've definitely improved from last year, and I just want to go in and help them while I can.
Kind of nice being close to home, too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have a younger brother at home, younger sisters, so I want to stay connected with the community, too.
So what is it about volleyball obviously you're athletic, so that makes it a little easier, but what is it that, you could have learned how to be a great basketball player, you could have learned how to be a good softball player. What is it about volleyball that kind of made that your sport?
Actually, my cousins got me into it. My cousin Ashley started setting for Texas. My cousin Katie is a bro for Alabama, so they really pushed us in volleyball and just focused on getting explosive and ready for volleyball.
All right. Well, Kennedy, I won't keep you any longer. Did you get interviewed down there at the table yet?
I did before the game.
You did before the game.
Yeah.
So did you jinx yourself any for the game? I mean, did you talk about anything that was going to happen that didn't work out for you?
No, I never do that.
You never do that. Okay. Well, Kennedy, congratulations on a senior night win. Good luck the rest of the year. We'll see you. I may not actually see you, but I'll watch you play tomorrow night at Quincy Notre Dame. We've got the game on tomorrow night. So
awesome.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.
Kennedy Adair talking to us for a few minutes. Hey, tell your Aunt Teresa I said hi, by the way, too.
All right.
Okay. So we'll get Coach Rexroth on the headset here. I don't know if we're going to get any of the other girls up here or not, but while we're waiting to see if any of the other girls come up, she has not come up yet. She might. Somebody was getting interviewed, but I can't read their numbers because they all have backpacks on. It's Coach Rexroth uses her coach speak voice. We'll let her go real quick, unless you're in a hurry. Allie, are you in really good shape after running up those bleachers? Are you good to talk, or do you maybe if Coach Rexroth or I did that, we'd have to take a breather?
I think I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to go. We had Kennedy up here a few minutes ago, and a lot of people talk about Kennedy Adair. You've been pretty dominant in the front row yourself. You had another unofficially 7 kills tonight. So does having Kennedy out there help you a little bit, you think?
Yeah, she puts a lot of confidence in me. She makes sure that I'm good and that I have confidence in myself.
I didn't have you down for, well, actually I had you for a block and then they took the block away, so either I couldn't see or I don't know what happened there, but we won't talk about that. But at any rate, it feels like you're kind of the block specific person on the team. You do a good job from your middle position blocking. Do you feel like that's a very important part of your game?
Yeah, most middles are middle blockers, so it helps if they
can do that,
and
right?
I've been playing middle since 6th grade, so.
You've been doing a lot of slides and stuff. Are those fun, or are those? I mean, they're a little more difficult, I'm sure, but are they fun?
They're fun when I'm on, but when I'm not, it's kind of scary.
So you have a whole lot of court to hit at, though, right? You can hit
Yes.
left and you can hit right when you're hitting from the middle. Do you have a preference?
I tend to go to the left, but they try and get me to go to the right to take the setter out. So.
You get them out of system, right? That's what it's all about. Well, Alec, congratulations on a big senior night win, 7 kills, and I'm just going to say you had a block because I thought you had a block.
Thank you.
I don't know if Coach Rexroth's going to give you a block or not, but I thought you had a block.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow night. We'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Allie Thorman coming and talking to us for a minute. Yeah, So this is a problem for me sometimes. I see something happen, and I'm sure that's what happened. I saw a block. The ball fell. I put it on the scoreboard. I put it on my notes, and I look up, and they're serving. I'm like, what did I miss here? So sometimes it's hard for me when I think I know what I'm doing, and the officials don't see it the same way.
Right. It didn't seem
Put
like.
that a little closer to you if you. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Is that better?
That's a lot better. Well, I don't know if it's better for people at home, but at least I can hear you now.
It didn't feel like tonight was a night where any calls were going our way. So if it was close, it wasn't going our way tonight. Nothing to say against Ray, but I was like, man, nothing is falling our way tonight.
I mentioned that exact same thing late in game 2 when the girls let a hit. They were standing there at the back line. I think it was a serve, actually, and they looked at each other and let it go. And it wasn't, I'm like, the way this game is going, that was way too close. There's no way I would have let that go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they were secure, and they knew it was going to go out. And I'm like, if I'm there, I'm hitting that sucker because
we're not getting another call like that tonight. Yeah,
exactly. So I think but that, I suppose that they play a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, they know, for the most part, right? I mean, you were a defensive specialist. For the most part, if it's going to be in or out, right?
Yeah, you do. And
I mean,
some of those deep ones, when you're moving, you're like, this is either going to ace me or it's out. So let's just hope it's out. You know,
right.
Some of those that you're like, I don't have a good jump on it. It's hitting me high. So, I always tell them, usually when it's out. Like if you're reaching or if it's hitting you, you just got to keep gauging where you're at.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Knowing where you're at on the court is
huge.
I mean, they talk about that in basketball or whatever, or football, but it's probably more important than any other sport than volleyball because the court is smaller, and if the ball goes out, you know it's that's a point for you, you know,
Right.
and I think that court awareness for you guys is amazing, and some of these kids are really good at it.
Yes. Yeah, they've had a lot of reps and a lot of touches, and that helps a lot too because then you can get used to what you feel like. We're really working on trying to get to their spots correctly so that they do know where they're at and they know the odds that they're taking. So we've been trying to stress that a little bit, and tomorrow night's going to be a real test on that one.
It looked like tonight, oddly, the Ducks found some open spots that I hadn't seen you guys have. Whether your rotation, your movement wasn't good, or if you were trying some different things, I don't know. But it seemed like they found some spots that I hadn't seen anybody else find all year.
Yeah, they did a good job of hitting, like you said. We weren't positioned around the block correctly a couple times. We were reading them wrong. But we are trying a new defensive thing, you know, that we started just last night. So we're trying it out, and I told them it won't go perfect tonight, and it probably won't go perfect tomorrow night, but our goal is hopefully we get a little more down with it by the end of October. So we're trying some different movement things that are going to make us more accountable in certain spots.
And by the end of October is what really matters anyway, right?
Exactly.
Little slow starting. That seems to be your guys' for the most part. If you have a downfall, you tend to be a little slow starting, right?
Seems like we're having a hard time getting to 5 first.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like. A lot of the other teams are getting to 0.5 first. And that 5 to 5, they got 5, then we tied them up. And I said, we got to get to 10 first. But then we were on the lead. We were 8 to 5 and missed a serve. And they got to 10 first, too. We kept them at 10.
Yeah, I had you tied at 3, 5, 8, and 10, and you took the lead at 5. You lost the lead at 8, and you took the lead again at 10. So, my stats are not 100% accurate, but I looked down through here, and you guys have 1, 2, 3 players with 5, 1 with 8, 1 with 7, and then you have a 4 and a 2 and a 1. You look up here, nobody for them had more than 3.
Yeah.
If you look at this stat sheet and all the service points you guys have, you look at this stat sheet, you think this is a 25-10 or a 25-12 game, right? This isn't a 25-17, 25-23 match.
No.
But
It's our
somehow they stayed in, and they as good as anybody I've seen all year took advantage.
They took advantage of
errors,
some
right?
Errors, yeah. And that's what, when you look at our box scores that we send out, we are within 2 of being tied with the other team. Against games that we're in, like the 25-17, 25-20 games, our errors are right there. So and that's what's going to kill us when we're playing some teams.
When you're playing the Quincy Notre Dames of the world, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I said before the matches, and this is no offense to anybody from Havana that might still be watching. Havana's never been known for volleyball.
No, they're known for athletes.
But they're basketball players, right?
Yeah, they have athletes on there.
Yeah.
Softball.
Yeah. I said before the game, I don't know how good this game's going to be, but in basketball, they're going to be really good. They come out here and they said, hey, we're athletic enough to be good at whatever we want to do.
They scored 18 on us last year as well, and they just don't quit. You know, they're kind of stable down there. They don't get real emotional. I didn't think Havana got real emotional, so they did a good job of staying calm and just kind of going. They're athletic. They fight for points. They find holes, and they take advantage of different situations.
And they got a ton of height.
They do
for
have
a small
height. They
school.
always have some height, it feels like.
I don't know if it's something in the water. Is it the river water over
I
there?
don't know.
But man, they always have height.
Their
The Wickman
softball
girls.
team's pretty good, too. I got to see them play, last spring.
So, well, Coach, we'll be there tomorrow night. Do you want to try to come up and talk to us after the game tomorrow night?
Fine. Yep,
Okay.
I can do it.
So we'll talk to you after the game tomorrow night. It's going to be an uncommon road trip for volleyball for us, but I felt like that's a game that people probably want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you're a Bombers fan or just a volleyball fan in general, that's probably a game that people have check mark on their calendar, right, that they want to watch.
I think so.
And it's probably a game that you want to see, too, because it's a good litmus test for you guys, right?
Yep.
I mean, win, lose, or draw, it really doesn't matter.
We're going to learn something.
You're going to learn what your team offers and what you maybe need to work on, right?
Yep. I just want us to compete. I want it to be a competitive game.
And then learn from it.
Yeah.
And because you're going to, if things go correctly, you're going to see them down the road again.
Exactly.
So this one is this one would be nice. But if you lose this one, people probably expect that, right? So if you lose this one, you know what to work on, and you can get them when it matters later.
That's
right?
what you hope for.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
didn't work out last year for us.
But you've been there before, though,
We've
haven't you?
been there, yeah.
I mean, in your years, I was talking to one of the parents up here, and I said, back in the day, he's like, they said, Quincy Notre Dame, you got to get past. I said, when Colchester played in the 2-class system, they had to get past. I remember
I lost to him in sectional championship. Avery and I both lost to him in the sectional championship.
I said, if Colchester got past Quincy Notre Dame, they went to state.
We were feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you went to state.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much what it was. If
My
Colchester,
senior year, we beat them on senior night, and they beat us at sectional championship. And
Yeah.
I said, Avery, I know exactly how you're feeling right now.
So, but I mean, that's how it's always been. I
Yes.
mean, that's
Yep.
you know, the Catholic school helps that.
Yep.
You know, that stuff, and we won't get into that, but
They're a good team. They have been.
And you can learn from playing those good teams. And that's what
definitely.
you've been trying to do this whole time, right?
Yep.
Is try to learn from those good teams.
Yep.
So, Coach, get out of here.
All
I think we're
right.
the last ones in here. I
think so.
apologize.
I'm always the last one here, so it's all right.
I apologize for that, but thanks for sending a couple of players up.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Coach Rex Rote talking to us here on the post-game show for Tegan. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night live from Quincy Notre Dame, the pit, as we'll have Macomb Bomber Volleyball and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling will be bringing that coverage to you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Once again, this has been a Bombers victory, 25-17, 25-23 in the varsity contest over the Havana Ducks. We'll see you tomorrow night from Quincy